Hello, hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us for our bi-monthly home-based business class. We appreciate everyone that is here and is going to come in order to watch the replay. And this is a class where we share with you guys why now is the best time to start a business, period, why a home-based business might work for you, and the choice that we have all made here and why we've done that. So I'm actually going to go ahead and start sharing my presentation. And the first thing that is always super important and what we start with is sharing our story. And so for those that watch the replay and don't know me, I am an automotive professional. My name is Tashina Gonzalez, and I've always been a business person. That's where I've always been. However, one of my passions in life was helping people and even helping children a lot. And so I remember being in college and standing there and thinking education, business, which way should I go? My mother wanted me to get into finance. I was like, there's no way. I'll just get a general business degree and go into marketing. And so my goal was to be a new product marketing manager. That was what my goal was when I went to college when I came out. So I got international marketing degree with a minor in Spanish. And then the way the economy was, they wanted 10 years of experience to get any marketing job. And so then I ended up being in real estate for a little bit, real estate management. And then the most common here in Michigan job ever as an automotive professional. And in the eyes of most people, I have made it. Like I am in the top 8% of earners in my area. I've been with my company for a long time. I have a really flexible schedule. I get to travel. However, with that comes a lot of stress. And most of the individuals that are in my field, they're not very into tons of alternative wellness. We exercise, but we get through our day with like 3 cups of coffee or a neon colored energy drink or two. And then we hit our 30s and we start to have high cholesterol or high blood pressure. And we just start to add on medications more and more. And that's just the way that we live. But for me, unfortunately, what happened to me is that mine accelerated and I got one thing after another. And so I did get the high blood pressure, but then I also got gut issues and then I got hormone issues. And then I was in 2 accidents in a period of 6 months. And then with all of these physical things that I had going on, in addition to things that I just grew up with, I grew up with allergies and eczema and bad skin and all these other things that I was just told, a weak immune system, and there was nothing I could do about that. I ended up in my mid 30s with 7 different medications, feeling miserable all the time, and needing some therapy, some physical therapy, a couple of surgeries. And by then, also suffering from depression from all the things that were going on. And when I talked to everyone else in their 30s, they also were exhausted, were experiencing hormone issues, and were experiencing mood issues. And I just thought to myself, this is not the way that it is supposed to be. And so I tried to Google my way to good health. I started doing a lot of different healthy things. In the fall of 2014, I did a boot camp where I lost 20 pounds in 6 weeks because at the time I was close to 190 pounds. I was obese. I started eating right. I continued to exercise from there on out. And I tried to Google my way to good health. And it was a slow process. I was buying all of these different tinctures and vitamins, spending $200 a month in Amazon, and I wasn't really getting any results. And so I had a couple of friends who were posted on Facebook, I am diffusing lavender and it smells amazing. And I was like, whatever, they're just trying to sell me something. Because I had bought some essential oils from Amazon and from health food stores, and they did nothing for me. So I thought essential oils were crack and they didn't work. But one of the things that I needed to work on was associating more, because when I was so sick, I became very introverted and was not associating with individuals. And so I went to a home party and Panaway was placed on my body. My life was radically changed and I never looked back. And I knew then that I needed to share this with the world. So for me personally, when it came to joining the company that I'm with and it being a home-based business, it was automatic for me. I didn't even have to make a decision because I personally didn't have any negative feelings towards this industry that we're talking about here of direct sales. I had done a couple companies in the past, and the first one was a little shady, went under. The second one gave me great education. I just thought it wasn't something for me. I simply thought that I was going to find my additional stream of income maybe another way, like from real estate or something of that nature, but that this industry wasn't for me. But I didn't have a negative view. And when I found these products that radically changed my life, and I knew there were other people in my circle that needed to have them, I immediately started sharing. So that's how I got into the home-based business that I'm in and why I love it and why I love to share it with other people. With that, I'm going to take you guys into some actual data and information. Now, I just absolutely love this slide right here. Because again, this class, what are we talking about? We are talking about why now is the best time to start a business, period, and why a home-based business might be a good idea for you. So this slide shows us companies that were created between 2018 and 2010, what is referred to as the Great Recession. During that time, many people lost homes. At that point in time, I was still married and my then husband lost his job. My job was being threatened, and I actually had to make a lot of changes in my life. These are companies that were started during that period. How many companies do you recognize? How many companies do you use? I use WhatsApp every day, all day long, to communicate with a bunch of friends all over the world. I post statuses in there to let my friends know what I'm doing and what's going on. I use Instagram every day, all day long, in order to communicate with a lot of my friends as well. I'm especially with the new changes that we're doing this here at the end December of 2020. I was dropped in a bunch of Instagram groups that didn't even exist, and this is how we communicate to each other at once. Venmo is a payment system that most people have heard of. Square, you probably use that all the time. Square is used at almost so many just small businesses that are just on the corner somewhere that you probably don't even notice how often you're using Square. Groupon is one of my favorite ways in order to get me some new and cheap self-care. Like I love checking out a new massage place or this new little salt place or things of that nature. Pinterest, I get a lot of my quotes. If people follow me, you know I post like a quote or inspirational saying or a graphic every single day in my stories. A lot of times I hit Google, I think of something and it's coming straight from Pinterest. And that's probably not how most people use it. Most people use it to get ideas for crafts and recipes and all types of good stuff. But I just be in and out when I do it. And Uber changed the entire landscape of transportation and gave like a new entrepreneurial opportunity to tons of people. So again, these companies were created in 2008 to 2010 because there was a need in a time where there was a recession and they filled that need. So why network marketing? We are so very clearly aware of the fact that many people have a really bad taste in their mouth when it comes to network marketing. But that is because sometimes people just don't do it the correct way. But there are actually benefits to it. So what are some of those benefits? You can build it part-time, anytime, and you can build it from anywhere. So I work in my day job, as I mentioned, in the automotive industry, and we had to make a lot of changes and a lot of adjustments. And when we go to a plant or when we go to an office now, you guys know that everything is so different. We got to take temperature, we got to wear masks. There's so many changes that we had to make, and we're working from home and changing a lot of the way that we work. But when it came to my entrepreneur home-based business, I didn't have to miss a beat. I just had to take class content that I had before, and I had to figure out a way to put it online, and boom, I was completely good to go. I have traveled for work. I traveled for a business trip, and I traveled for a family trip. And when I did that, I was able to still work my business from the other states that I was in when I did that. You can launch it for as little as $500 to $1,000. Now we're talking about network marketing companies in general. There's lots of ones that you can choose from, but the particular one that we represent, you actually can do it for a little bit less than that. We always recommend that you get some type of education, and we have different various premium starter kits, and almost all of those run less than $500. You're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. We create these classes for individuals all over to get educated on. And so you always have support. Business partners have a vested interest in you. So my job is to make other people successful. That's what I want to do. I want to create and help them get their goals. And when I do that, I get my goals. You can create enough tax deductions alone to make it worthwhile. This is one of my favorite benefits. Again, as an individual that isn't the 8% top earner in their area in the richest county in Michigan, when I went through a period where I really rapidly increased my income. And I actually did that as a result of what was happening in 2008. And the last time that I increased my income, if I had not had a home-based business that created tons of tax deductions, I probably wouldn't have saw any of the increase in my last raise. You can learn it while you earn it. There are so many people that have been able to leverage their social media presence and earn super fast. Most people are able to get their products paid for within 3 months if they put some effort into it. So you don't need to wait 4 years like you do when you're going to college to start earning. You can actually earn while you're still learning. You set what you want to get to. You can earn an extra 500,000, 5,000 or more a month. And with time and success, your income will be produced by hundreds or perhaps thousands of people. Now, here's some network marketing myths. Again, recognizing the fact that some people continually say certain things, and this is why people have at times a negative viewpoint. Myth number one, getting on the ground floor is the best path to success in any network marketing company. This is just, as a business major, this is just completely false overall. Network marketing company is like any other business, and 90% of businesses fail within the first 5 years, and that includes network marketing companies. The best time really to get into any company is when it's on an incline or through the maturity phase. The company that we represent are in the maturity phase, and it has a specific need that is being met, being that it is a wellness company. And so now is a great time to get in. We've seen so many people taking advantage. Again, when there's a need, that's the best time for you to get in. Network marketing is an opportunity for someone who is not doing well financially to make a lot of money. This is a myth just because it's only a half truth. It is an opportunity for someone that maybe didn't go to college, or maybe just didn't feel that they were business minded, because it has a training system that teaches you business. So it definitely is an opportunity for someone who's not doing well financially to make a lot of money. But it's also an amazing opportunity for someone like me, who has been in a position where they had to work 60 to 85 hours a week during certain seasons, and it affected their health, and they want their time freedom back. So it is an opportunity for anyone. Network marketers succeed by being in the right place at the right time. So this just is not true. If you dig into the details of network marketing companies and you look at their compensation plan, you will see very clearly that you are compensated for the work that you do. And that fills into myth number 4, the big guys make all the money off the little guy. Again, you get paid for, you get a percentage off of the individuals that you bring in. That's true. But you get paid more based on the teams that you create. If you choose to not create several teams and other individuals underneath you create more teams than you, they're the ones that are going to get paid for their efforts, without a doubt. Now, here's just a little bit of information about the direct sales industry in general, just to show us that there's so much potential there, and probably potential for you to continue to expand into other markets. So it is an $85 billion industry in the continent of Asia. So Asia is just so used to doing this. They are killing it. They're like, yes, this is a viable business model. We are going to take advantage of this. It's a $38 billion industry in Europe as of 2017. That's the chart that I found. A $36 billion industry in North America, a $27 billion industry in South America, and 1.8 in Africa. 45% of those that are involved in direct selling are in Asia, 20% in Europe, 19% in North America, 14% in South Africa, and 1% in South America, and 1% in Africa. And so every time I see this, I'm like, man, first of all, I need to get more business partners in Asia because they're killing it in Asia. And second of all, look how much growth potential we have in Africa. Now, why health and wellness? So again, we just talked about all the potential that you have when it comes to direct sales or network marketing in general, but there's so many ways you could go. But with health and wellness, it is a $4.75 trillion industry as of 2019, and it's growing at a rate of 6.4%. So we don't have to worry about there no longer being opportunity because the growth rate is there. And then the categories include things such as complementary and traditional medicine, preventive and personalized medicine and public health, healthy eating, nutrition, weight loss, wellness real estate, wellness tourism, physical activity, personal care, beauty, and anti-aging. So there's so many categories. And the best part is that the company that we represent has a piece of all of this. We have the best, cleanest personal care and beauty and anti-aging products. And monthly, we have spa parties so that you can join us and you can learn about that. We have wellness tourism. You can actually go to our farms, and we have a spa in Ecuador. We have things for physical activity. We have specific products designed for athletes and those that want to exercise. We have healthy nutrition and weight loss. We have all types of complementary medicine, preventive support. Everything on this list we have. And so now, why Young Living? Young Living owns their own farms. They are the only essential oil company that owns their own farms. That means that they're industry leading in their research, and their testing and seed to sale promise is unmatched in the industry. No one can touch the quality that they have. They have 25 plus years of experience in business. This is year 26 in business, plus an additional 10 years of research prior to that. They have low startup costs. Again, we stated this, they're lower than even the average network marketing company. And like we showed you on the last slide, they have the largest selection of essential oils, oil-infused products, and toxic-free lifestyle brands. And then just to show you what the Young Living income potential is, you can start out and just share with a couple of people and get to the rank of star by helping just your mom, your best friend, your cousin, your aunt get started. And you can make on average $75 a month. You can put in a little bit more effort, and that star level really is a goal that you can do in 1 month. You can put in a little bit more effort, and in 3 months you can hit senior star, and you can make on average $235 a month. You can put in a little bit more effort, and within 3 to 6 months you can hit the level of executive and make on average around $425 a month. And you can continue working. You can help other people to achieve their goals. You can help build lots of stars and senior stars and a few executives on your team and hit the rank of silver and make on average $2,000 per month. And then the next, which is a more long-term goal, we usually state that getting to full-time in network marketing is like a 4 to 7 year goal. So you can continue to work. It may take you 4, 5, 6, or 7 years, but you can really get what would be equivalent of a full-time job income, a good full-time job income of $5,600 per month by hitting the rank of gold. And then beyond that, we have platinum, where you make on average $13,000 a month, diamond, where you make on average $35,000 a month, crown diamond, where you make on average $64,000 a month, and royal crown diamond, where you make on average $144,000 per month. And then lastly, just how to connect with me. If you want the replay of this, it's on my YouTube channel. You can connect with me to see lives that I do on Instagram at Sweet Canela 5. Upcoming classes are on my Facebook page. And then connecting with me for product information and other class information on my website there. And with that, I'm going to stop sharing the screen. And we also had, well, my friend Sheila is not exactly here yet, so I'm going to wrap up with a few little wrap up comments. So I just want you guys to think back to that first slide that we talked about after my story, and that slide of all the companies in 2008 that were created. So for me, as I mentioned very briefly, 2008 could have been a time of loss for me. Like, I almost lost my house during that time. My then husband lost his job. My job was in jeopardy. And I made the decision then that that would never happen to me again. Like, I was like, I'm going to increase my income. I'm going to ensure that I have some security. I'm going to look at alternative streams of income. Like, at the time, I was looking at some real estate stuff, classes, perhaps doing it, but I didn't end up not really having time for it. I'm going to make sure that this doesn't happen again. And in the period of 2008 to about 2012, I doubled my income from my efforts because I had made a decision. And so right now is the time for each one of us to make a decision. Like, if you are watching this replay and you are not yet a part of the Young Living family, then you want to immediately get with the person that invited you and get your premium starter kit and figure out how you can get started on this journey of having your own home-based business. If you are a part of the Young Living family, but you've been just, hanging around, then you want to make sure that you get with the person that showed you this replay or invited you today and say, hey, how do I do this business portion? Like, can you show me what exactly I need to do from today, if you're just starting, to get the star by the end of this month? From today to within 3 months, hit senior star. What do I need to do to put out a plan in the next 4 years to make this a full-time income? The companies that made the decision and filled a need, they thrived. And so now is the time for us to make a decision. With that, I'm going to check the chat and see if we have any questions, and if anyone wants to unmute themselves and has any questions. And I'm gonna check my phone to see if Sheila is gonna be able to join us or not. Okay, so she's trying to connect. She said she's having connection issues. I don't know, Dana, if you're stable currently and there's anything you want to add on or share. I know Dana put in the chat that when she was in Utah, everyone used Venmo and she had to download it, and they used Groupon for hot springs in Utah. Well, alrighty, if there's nothing else, Dana, you're gonna say a few words.
Could you hear me? I think my internet's acting up too.
I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, no, I thought that was an excellent presentation. I always love that one. And I just think that to your point, it can be done any and everywhere. So we actually just made it back to Michigan, and we were in Utah. And while we were in Utah, we were able to still build our business. So excited to now be growing in Utah as well. And so I just think that when you think about that, it really leverages you to have so much power and so much more control. Unfortunately, in these uncertain times, there's not a whole lot that we can control. And so I do love that aspect of having this, even if it's not your main gig, at least making sure that it's a part of your gig.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. And I mean, for me, we have a friend on the line here from Peru. I have business in Mexico. I have business in Africa. I have business in Sweden. I have business in Ecuador. I have business in Mexico, just all over the world. And I'm able to connect and teach them so that they can get the information that they need and build their businesses wherever they are. So now we are going to turn it over to Sheila. She's going to run through her story. She's been doing this for a little bit longer than we have, and she's very successful, and she's going to just give us her perspective on, first of all, how she got started, why, and why she loves Young Living.
Not me right now. So hopefully I don't freeze up too much. I think I might be frozen right now because Tashina, you're frozen. I don't know if people are hearing me or not. Shoot me a text, Tashina, if I start cutting out or something so I know. How's that sound?
Right this second, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Thumbs up.
Yep.
Okay. I can't, just froze again. I'm just going to talk, and hopefully I'm just going to talk. See, so hello, everybody. I am so happy to be here to tell my story, tell a little bit about how I got started. I'll give you the short version, which started 12 years ago. And I started in this home-based business, not looking for a home-based business. I was just looking for products that were clean, that were healthy, that were not toxic for me and my family of 8, including myself and my husband. So 6 kids and myself and my husband. And it was, at that point, it was just about what products I wanted to bring into my home because of wanting to live a healthier life, wanting my children to live a healthier life. And, I homeschooled my kids. And one of the reasons why I homeschooled my kids, like a top reason why I homeschooled my kids, is because I did not want them going to school and eating the school lunch or junk or all of that other stuff. I was that hardcore. It was like, I don't want my kids doing that. So I was very particular about what I brought into my home, and Young Living fit the bill well above and beyond what I ever thought was possible. And so not only did I upgrade my health, I was able to upgrade the health of my kids and get to where, we weren't afraid of flus and viruses and colds and allergies or any of those things. So just throwing out that hint out there about how helpful these oils and our clean products are. But there's another product with Young Living, and that product, we have a mission of wellness, purpose, and abundance. And so I started looking into the abundance side of things. And I'm pretty sure that if you're on this call and you're wanting to check out Young Living, or you're wanting to check out a home-based business, some type of a way to increase the abundance coming into your life. And we all know about additional lockdowns right now and so much uncertainty. But what's really cool is through it all, there has not been anything uncertain about having this home-based business, having Young Living, helping to continue to bring in income, and not only continue, but also increase the income even in these times. So what I want to ask people is, who may be listening, do you have a plan? Do you have a plan based on everything that's around and what's been going on? We know people who have been laid off, people who are, I want to say, almost forced to work from home from some of their employment situation. You could be a person that just simply would prefer to work from home and are checking out other avenues of income. Or you could be someone, I know I caught, gosh, sorry, my brain is just kind of went off there for a second, but different streams of income, not just one stream of income. That is where I think the mastery comes from, where the beauty of this comes from. You don't have to choose one or the other. Sometimes we think we got to choose, oh, do it this way or do it that way. Not only in this, but so many other things. It's like, oh, should I do it this way or should I do it that way? And it's like, oh, wait a minute, I can do both. I can work out a way to do both. And so many people, most people work out a way to do both at the beginning, and to decide, I have a brick and mortar, I'm going to be going into coaching. That's another stream of income. We can have it all. Do you guys know that song? My son plays it. I don't know who sings it, but it's like, you can have it all. And I'm here to tell you, I'm living proof that you can have it all. Even right now, you could have it all. It's not overnight. Nothing is overnight. Things take effort. Things take time. Things take planning, just like it. So when I started with the business portion of this, it's been about 10 years now. And I have not grown tired of what we do. What we do is exactly what I'm doing right now. What we're doing right now, we're sharing. We're letting you know about the success that you too can have. It's not, we're not anything special. We're not anything except for the fact that extraordinary people just like you. But what we did is we made a decision. We made a decision and we said, this is what I'm going to go for. And we did some planning, and then we used the tools to be successful. And all of those things get passed down to you once you make that decision. So I just want to emphasize some of the things that have happened in my life, not only in health, but it's also been travel. It's also been the relationships and the community of positive, like-minded people. It has helped my husband even, who doesn't do the business as much with me, but it flows through you. My kids, oh my goodness, my kids, I raised them with this health mindset, and now that they're adults, I see it carrying over. It is like a legacy that I've been able to carry over and pass down to my kids, and to see them as adults making healthier choices. And my son made a comment to my daughter. I have 5 sons, 1 daughter, and one of my sons said to my daughter, "Oh, you're mom now, huh?" You know, and then because she's starting to, even without thinking about it, she's starting to kind of follow in some of the philosophies and the things of entrepreneurship, having your own business, health-minded, positive mindset. All those things I took away from this business, and them living it has been one of the greatest joys of my life. And so I want to let you know that this is a business that has a purpose. It's a purpose as well as the wellness, as well as the abundance. And it has served me and my family well And we're not finished yet. We still have a lot more to accomplish in terms of our goals that we've set for ourselves as a family in this business. So I just want to encourage you, if you are on and you're listening right now to the live, to get with the person that that had you come to the live. And if you're listening to the recording, definitely get with the person who sent you this recording. And I just feel in my heart, deep in my heart, that this is a solution for somebody. I know every business is not for everybody, but this is a solution for somebody. And you owe it to yourself to just check it out. Check it out, and you can make the decision. And it could be your side hustle. Everybody's talking about side hustles these days. It could be your side hustle. It could become your main hustle. It's my main hustle. I do have 7 streams of income, but it's my main hustle for our family. So thank you so much for having me on. And I didn't even say my name. Sorry. You know who it is. I'm Sherman. I'm in Calgary, Alberta, but I'm a native Detroiter. Happy to say. And yeah, that's about it. I know.
All right. Thank you so much. Yeah, you were a little bit glitchy, but we got most of everything really, really good. So it was definitely worth it.
Great.
Yep. So with that, I think we'll close out the call. We appreciate it, everyone, again, for being here. Next Friday, we will be doing this in Spanish. And then the following Friday, we will be back with you doing it again in English. So we appreciate you. And the replay will be available in the event as well as on my YouTube channel. All right. Thank you, everyone. Have an amazing evening. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye, everybody.